free to ask any questions you have.
Okay.
We will answer them later. Yes.
Yep. So this webcast is just going to last 1 hour, and we will try our best to go as deep as we can because the experience that we have in marketing and in FA marketing, it's maybe possibly cannot cover in 1 hour. But we'll try our best to give you as much information that you can immediately use after this class, right? Oh, somebody changed name to Raiden. Is that Hauta? It's interesting. Okay, yep. So let me just share my screen. All right. So yep, I will be doing it from a Google Doc. And one of the reasons why I'm doing it in Google Doc because I want to give you non-prepared stuff. Non-prepared stuff usually comes on the top of my mind, means that it is legit, means that it is what I have experienced throughout my history of marketing and helping FAs also do their marketing. So just a maybe message in the group chat, okay? So in the Zoom chat, um, tell me about yourself, like which company or which financial product that you are pushing right now, for you personally. Then we can what do you call this? Adjust our content to what fits you. So if you're selling insurance, if you are selling advisory to businesses B2B, or if you are doing for the mass market, like or you're in a bank, for example, yeah, please let us know. Then we can yeah, optimize this for everyone here. No, I mean you can slowly type. I'll just let you know who I met, how this thing is going to go. So first we will be talking about branding yourself, right? And then we will move forward to marketing and ads. Okay, so this topic will be coming in the next one. Then after that, we're going into lead nurturing.
Yeah, Raiden answered insurance products.
Insurance products. Nice. Which company, if you don't mind sharing? Great Eastern. Oh, okay.
Real
Nice,
estate.
nice. Do
Okay.
insurance, unit trust, will and real estate. Okay, nice. All right. So it's
Anyone of
roughly
you like running ads or more towards organic, like content, posting content and personal branding? Anyone running ads here? Started posting more content. Okay. Thanks for sharing, Jinesh. Not yet for ads, organic and referral. Okay, great.
okay. Okay, I guess
Oh,
nobody
yeah,
has
running
experience.
ads,
Oh,
Emmanuel.
God.
Both
Oh,
actually.
nice.
That's great.
Uh, okay, my chat just disappeared because I changed.
Yeah, perhaps Emmanuel, maybe you can share more. So like how do you find the results so far? Like is it you need both or paid ads is doing better? Yeah, so maybe later Ben can also share like I'm not sure if any one of you plan to run ads, but if your content is doing well, you can actually use ads to scale it further. So Ben will be sharing more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So some introduction about myself, right? I've been in marketing for the past. Oh, sorry, my name is Benjamin Chiu. I've been in marketing for the past 15 years. All right, 15 years of experience. I have clients all around the world, and then I have also clients locally and in Singapore also lah. So yeah, so today's session is going to be sharing with you guys like how I managed to turn clients from when they just started out to growing like pretty big, right? Is for my part, it's going to be this part here, branding yourself, and then marketing and ads, and then Stephanie is going to take partly part of marketing and then go into lead nurturing. So 15 years of experience, this is me, and then I have experience. I'm a CMO of a an Australian what I call this Australian marketing agency. Yeah, and then I was also an ex-game designer, right? So one of the interesting thing is that as a game designer, I learned a lot of principles of philosophy, psychology, and I brought them into marketing, which like make the whole thing a lot easier and a lot more interesting. And I hope to be able to show you guys like what this whole thing actually is. Just for clarification, game designer doesn't mean I draw or doesn't mean I type script and then code the whole game. I plan out the whole journey of someone to download the game, to play with the game, and then to spend money on the game. So there's this whole open loop of user behavior throughout. Emmanuel says, based on the results we have currently see, ads definitely help scale it, brings more eyes. Yep. Okay, so let's help you go bigger with your existing ads, right? And so in game design, one thing is that um, which all of you can use. Okay, this thing is I will just say this: every small action is a small investment for your prospects. I'm talking about your prospects already. Every small actions that your prospect take with you is a small investment that will make them want to don't mind to interact with you more and more. Yeah. So if they do one thing, no matter what it is, they click on your link, they click on your comment on your post, they message you, for example. All of this is like a small investment that just keeps growing and growing and growing, and then eventually, hopefully, the end of the day, you'll be able to ask them out on an appointment and then close the sale. So, but before they come to the appointment, there's a lot of work that needs to be done, and and yeah. So today's session, for me, I will help you like reduce the amount of friction for the prospects from the first time they hear you on the internet to meeting up with you. Yep. So okay. So when all of you sell your insurance, your unit trusts, your real estates, all these kind of products, let me ask you a question. What makes you different from every other agent? Because most of the agent that I talk to or who try to sell me, they usually like I cannot see what's the difference between them and other agents. Because the products that you sell is usually the same. Because you are not the one who created the insurance product. You are not the one who plan out the whole scheme, how long it takes, what's the interest rates, all this kind of stuff. You did nothing of that. All you did is they tell you, okay, this is the product. You read it, you understand what is the product. Then you take the product and go out and sell, right? And market it. This gives you no leverage yourself. Means that there's nothing that differentiates you between the fellow next to you who is selling the same thing. And one thing I discovered working with financial agents is that the more unique the person is, the better they sell. The less unique they are, the more their ads doesn't work. So last time when I first started, I ran ads for an insurance agent before first started. This one, it was very tough. No one was clicking on the links. No one was like very little, and it's not really not worth the effort. Then over time, I found out that it's because this agent is literally selling the same thing as everybody else. Even the banks are selling it. Can you imagine? The banks, you are fighting with the banks. You are fighting with the people who ask you to sell. So that doesn't really make sense in my mind. So what we did is for this one client, because they work with me and stuff like that, we managed to get them a lot of leads. And by a lot of leads, let me show you. This is going to be very interesting. Yeah. So these are the leads that we got. Um, all the way yeah, so I've been running with them. I'm still running with them, so I cannot show you who this specific client is. And these are the leads that come in. Every day there's a few, there's a few, there's a few, there's a few, and some of them no reply, some of them are they are talking to, right? And some of them are qualified. So you can see the people that will come in roughly around this age, where are they from, and then the job. So the like what these are all leads from ads. And because they are able to differentiate themselves with every other agent, it becomes they, how to say, yeah, it attracts people to come in. And these are not people who simply spam one, because you can see they do take the time to reply. And then we also give them some sort of a survey after they come into to our funnel, right? Just to show you what kind of stuff they say. Yeah, it's a bit small, right? Let me see if I can go in deeper. Yeah. So they really tell us like, okay, they have no money, they need cash flow, right? Cash flow management, single income, right? Um, so some of them are bad leads. Like this one, 6 months working and still zero saving. But some of them like, okay, I need a saving plan, because some of them they have uh cash flow already. They have a lot of money, but they don't know where to do it. So they really answer, and you can ask yourself lah, if someone else answers something like this so long, do you think that they are committed to want to know more about how you can solve their problem? If they come in, they only give you a name and email address and phone number, highly chance they would not be that qualified. But if someone takes the effort to go through the whole survey forms, and answer this kind of stuff, they are going to be more quality, right? Than those who, yeah, than the other types of campaigns. So and also to just show you guys what some of the results that we get. So this is just between a few months ago, right? They are roughly spending about, per lead, they're getting about $36 to $70 to $90, right? $100, these are the ones that we shut off because we're testing. So it's actually possible to get cost per lead around this area, and quite a lot of them are here, which is, yeah. So this is what you're missing out on if for those who are not running ads. So Emmanuel, I guess you would be seeing something like this. But let's try and see if we can help you reduce your cost per lead. Now, let me go further. Okay. Yep. So now, so back to my original question, how will you differentiate yourself from every other agent that's selling the same thing? Okay. I can show you. I think most of you will know this fella, this guy, and then this guy, right? Who knows both of them? If you know both of them, just type 2 in the comments. I think there are more people, but like this is the only two that I I can think of right now, right? Yeah. So Janish knows. Emmanuel knows. So what happened is that these two, like if let's say for example, we get these two to run ads to sell their insurance products, and you run ads to sell your insurance products, who do you think the normal person will pick? Would they pick these two people, or will they pick you? There's a chance that, since I haven't heard about you, not to say it's bad, but this is where you start. Um, I would go with them because they have authority. They seems to know what they're talking about, and they're not only talking about insurance. They're talking about the whole wide range of financial intelligence. So this is your key point, to differentiate yourself with every other agent out there. Okay, is to be more well versed in financial intelligence than the average person across all spectrum, not just talking about insurance, will, and all this kind of stuff, because you guys are in the financial industry. So if you're in the financial industry, if you can do a simple financial planning Oh, your income come in. This is how many percentage you can use to put into your investment, to put into your insurance. Oh, you maybe not yet ready for insurance. Never mind, we put into investment first. Stuff like that. So once you're able to have this kind of skill set and you can market it as such as you are a financial intelligence, of a more financial intelligent expert, people will naturally seek your help or ask you for advice. And that advice will become your one of your first few touch points. So the more they ask, the more you give them this kind of stuff. Um, Going back to my point here, which is like every small action is small investment. So every small action that these prospects take, right, they are going to like ask you for any other financial advice, not only just insurance, everything else. Eventually you'll be able to sell them insurance or whatever that you need to do. Get it? You understand what I'm saying? If you understand, type in yes in the comments. Yeah. Okay. So so the point here is that you need to find how are you different from other agents. Of course, you want to bring in the flavor of you yourself personally. How are you different yourself? Actually, sometimes it's very easy. For a beginner, you can start here. Okay. Number one is who you want to help. Choose a specific target audience or a market, okay, that you know of. If you say, yeah, but insurance work for everybody. The problem is if it works for everybody, then it's hard for you to. It's more expensive for you to reach everybody. It's cheaper for you to reach with a focus. Okay, so you want to find who is it specifically you can help, right? Who equals your specific target market. Okay, if you're talking about I just want to help business owners invest their extra money because I can tell you as a business owner myself, we have a lot of money in the bank, company bank not my bank company bank and that bank the money is just sitting there non-stop, do nothing one is dying to inflation every year one, very obviously. So if you can target them, if your products fit them, then this is your target. If not, you can talk to someone else, maybe professionals, maybe you can even go even deeper, like target, for example, I don't know, doctors, right? Well, this is going to be quite a good niche. Like if you're a doctor or health in the healthcare space, I can help you achieve, right? I can help doctors and nurses in the health industry, healthcare, um, to achieve like passive income in terms of investments, right? Or pass down their or help you figure out your financials. Okay, so okay, I don't want to talk back about insurance because the insurance is too niche. Let's go bigger. So outcome usually becomes um, financial planning. My definition of financial planning is money come in, what to do with the money, how many percentage do I split into how many categories, all this kind of stuff without killing the prospect. How to have I'm sure you guys heard of this term before. It's called the fuck you money. All right. Like how can we help doctors get fuck you money? Yeah. So this is going to be like wow, if doctors see that like you are mainly just for this kind of target audience and this is the only outcome that you give, it's a lot easier for them to come to you. Yeah, without frustration. Yeah, this without can be can be anything that they are troubled with, their troubles. So without simply spending money, um without without burning all of their money before their wealth reach the second generation, third generation, stuff like that. Yeah. So once you have this whole outcome and without, um, this will determine how you create your content online, not just ads, but your organic also. Now you have a little bit more narrow focus. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot easier for you to create content, to tell people who you are, and stand out. Because no one does it. No one targets specifically doctor. No one targets specifically financial planning, even though my client is. But I'm telling you, my client, one out of 1,000 people who is only doing this one, their 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 strategy. This I'll tell you their strategy lah. I just don't tell you who they are only. um, what they do is they what they call this? They help um busy professionals how to figure out how to spend their money, right? Or how to save, how to invest, how to spend, save, invest. So what they do is the moment they get a lead, they are going to share with them how to manage their money. Step one for my client, how to manage uh their income, their money. That's all. Okay. My client will not close their leads if it's not ready yet. But they might close the next year. But as long as they get the step one in, how to manage their money, this wow all the prospects. When they meet the prospect, like, wow, oh, I didn't know I can do this kind of like percentage. I can't really specifically remember the percentage. I think it's like 20, 70, 10 or something like that. Or 30, oh sorry, 50, 30, 20. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it's the 50, 30, 20. Like, I can tell you the normal people out there have no idea about the 50, 50, 30, 20. Yeah. So this is really how you wow these prospects. And then the more you show how good are you in financial intelligence, the better this your leads will keep on following you up with you, like year after year after year after year, and eventually they are going to grow into a different position in their life, right? Everyone will grow up in salary, everyone will get promoted, right? But you want to be there when they are promoted. You want to be as close to them as possible when they get their bonus or their increment. All right. So yep, I'm almost out of time for my side, but let me just share with you how to create a very basic campaign on ads. Um then yeah, because right now actually, because Facebook is becoming very good, they can actually like help you do your ads quite efficiently in terms of getting you leads. Okay. So all you do is just for those how to set up the whole ad account, this one you better for you to go to YouTube and find. But once you have set it up, everything is actually pretty easy, right? Just create leads, okay? Because we want leads, right? Everything else is not important. Okay. Um, yeah, I can just go with campaign budget, doesn't really matter. Okay, so one of the main things people ask, Ben, how much should I spend on ads? This one, honestly, I will tell clients it's a business decision. What I mean by business decision is that how much are you willing to invest in getting one lead to message you or for you to talk to? Okay. Um, yeah, because if you invest one lead, that lead can go with you for a very long time, as long as you build a connection. How to build a connection relationship, later Stephanie will explain. But yeah, so what I will do is if one day I can get one lead, how much I want to spend. Okay. I don't mind spending 50. I don't mind spending 30, right? If that's what you're comfortable with. So make sure that it's enough for you to spend and then not worry about it. Like you won't lose sleep. Okay. If you spend 500 per day, then yeah, you will lose sleep. You will lose sleep lah. But if you spend 50 a day, will you lose sleep? Like, right? Over months, if you can get one of the clients, one of them, like they are able to buy your product, right? Because you show how professional you are, you show how much knowledge you have, and then they will invest through you, they will put their insurance through you, they'll do wealth planning through you, all this kind of stuff. Like, is it worth it? Yeah. So you have to do your own calculation there. I cannot help you with this one, but yeah, this is it's around 30 to 50 per day. Would be comfortable lah for me as someone who starting out. Yeah. And then you can basically ignore everything because Facebook is actually quite good in targeting. Yeah. So what you want to do is in your ad account, you might be able to see this further limit the reach of your ads. Okay. So there's this is the campaign level, right? Campaign level. This is the ad set level. Okay. It depends on how you want to do it. You can do instant form. You can do website. If you have someone to do your website for you, it'll be great. If not, you can just start with instant form. Instant form is like when you go to Facebook, you click on some ads. There's like a form that comes up, right? So that one's the instant form, or Messenger, or WhatsApp. Like a lot easier if you can get people to WhatsApp you. Yeah. So then you move to the audience section, right? Audience section is very easy. Um, Usually I do this, right? Further limit the reach of your ads because I want to target specifically. Because just now remember, we have the whole like who you want to target, right? So what are their age, right? Usually people who have money at least age 25 lah, right? And then age 65 plus, they are going to retire already. They probably don't need you that much. So yeah, this one really depends on you who you want to target. Okay. Look at their age, their gender. If you're looking for like I said just now, people in the healthcare, you can go for doctor, right? Just type in doctor. I'm targeting doctor, job title doctor, right? If you're targeting business owner, right? Just type out business owner. This is who I want to target. Job title, business owner. But this engineer. Okay, we can scroll down a little bit. Small business owner, still owner. Good. Right? Small business owner are people like hair salon, people who have a clinic also, right? People who have their own business, they're selling e-commerce, stuff like that, right? So it's very easy for you to find who you want to target. Just type here. Okay, when you're done, we move into the ad level. Okay, this is very, very simple. This is the ad level. Scroll down. Okay, ignore this one. That one is a bug on our account, nothing to do with you, right? Yeah, at this point, the only thing that you need to do is to create your image. Yeah, and then put in your ad image. How to do ad image? This one, I honestly, if you go to Canva, you can find some templates that you can use. These are all very, very Canva-ish ads. And this is what got you guys in here also. So does it matter? Do you need professional? Do you need simple? It doesn't really matter. Even ugly ads can get people. Most important thing is your message and who you're talking to. When you get all of this, very easy already. Okay, let's say for example, I click this. All right, I upload this one, and then ignore all of this. Then just type my ad log. How to type ad? Ask ChatGPT. You tell ChatGPT, this is who I am. This is what I'm selling. Okay, and I want to run Facebook ads. So write me Facebook ads primary text. Yeah. To get people to message me because I want to help them with this, that. Done. Copy paste. It's really that easy. Once you're done here, click on publish. That's your first ad already. Okay. I think I can share with you guys this video later on. after this session, then but this is like the basic of the basic in running ads already. Yep. So I think I will stop here for my side. Any other questions you want to ask me before we pass the floor to Stephanie? Please ask.
Yeah, any question? Anyone? True. Oh, Emmanuel. Okay. Okay, if there's no question, uh, due to the interest of time, let me share. Okay, so yeah, so basically, my background is from sales. Like I have a lot of like 10 plus years of sales experience in B2B, B2G, and high ticket sales. Then move over to property selling and also learning about ads and really expanding the scope as a salesperson, right? But I really started out as a marketing research before I jumped into sales as well. So whatever I'm sharing comes from a salesperson point of view. That's why I can relate very well to like consultant advisors like yourself, like high ticket sales. And yeah, and I really all the strategies that I'll be sharing today is what helped me got through the career shift and also establishing my own business, running my own business, and also helping our clients to achieve the results that they want, especially high ticket sales, because the process is a little bit more complicated. So I've done workshops, working with, like marketing tech company and also my content because I need to walk my talk, right? Like I always encourage advisor consultants, especially to be more than a salesperson, but to really exert your authority in the field by sharing more content. So I really have been consistently doing that for 2 years, from zero from LinkedIn on LinkedIn, and then to what I got today, and like the top two content creator in my specific niche, which is sales. And yeah, so it really like especially for content organic, like some of you mentioned that you are doing organic, right? It will take time, especially the first few months. But if you consistently do, that's where you will see the exponential growth. Because like from doing content alone, I've managed to secure like keynote speaking, being invited to podcasts, to event and all that. So really just sharing. And also my background, like I also run ads and also like get, people to train others, salesperson like myself, to do online prospecting as well. Because offline can only give us that much and it's not that consistent. If you can build an online sales machine engine, then it will really help to ensure consistent sales pipeline, because to us salesperson it's all about pipeline, right? Like it's not just about this month. How about next month? Will there be leads for me to close? And then the following months, the following 6 months, the following 1 year, right? So yeah, other than that, I've been like speaking with other like international speaker like Property Lin Brother and all that. It's really like sharing all these systems that I'll be sharing with you all. And also Chris Voss, I'm sure some of you know him. Like he's like the really world famous negotiator, right? And he's the author of like Negotiate Like Your Life Depends on It, which is very true. And he and I, we share the same background. Like he also was in like mental health, like suicide prevention hotline. So I used to volunteer for suicide prevention hotline for 7 years as well. And that's where I learned how to talk to people in a way that can influence them without them knowing. And it's like selling without hard selling. So that's why he also running like sales training as well, which is very similar to what we're doing. So that's the core incidents, right? So some of the strategies, consultative selling strategy that we teach are also based on the same fundamentals like neuro sales technique, consultative, and NLP. Some people call it NLP, right? And yeah, really just sharing some of my like background where I was coming from. Also like one of the top sales voice on LinkedIn. And yeah, really sharing whatever that we did. Yeah, but um in 2025, I'm not sure how many of you are experiencing this. Like maybe you reach a certain bottleneck, like where else can I find leads? Where else can I get more sales or meet more people, right? If some of you resonate, please type yes in the chat. Then I know that you can relate to this. And is anyone really like experiencing plateaus in terms of sales, like bottleneck and all that, and you want to achieve more? All right, I saw someone answer in a group chat. Yeah, so thanks for sharing. Um, yeah, so which is why you're here. So one of the reasons why we are experiencing this bottleneck is that we are officially in the post-trust era, where people look at ads, people may look at some of your content, depending on how you write your content, right? People just are very skeptical and very numb. Like they are jaded because they have seen so much of it, right? So that's why building the relationship or building a connection, relatability is very important. And which is why, like what Ben shared, like if you can be specific, it's actually cost much lesser if you're specific on who you want to attract. Like is it like client like doctors or client like busy professionals? But if you can go further down specific from busy professional, are they like accountant, are they like solopreneurs or small size bosses, or is it like 1 to 3 million annual recurring revenue kind of that kind of size, or what? Like the more specific we can be, the better. There are people who are like specifically only serve single mother, for example, or because they were previously accountant, they purely serve accountant, also can, because that will further strengthen your personal branding. It makes you memorable in the mind of your target market. And also relatability. Now, this slides is very busy, but I just want to highlight that if what you have been doing stop giving you results that you want, perhaps it's really time for us to really think about, are the methods that I'm using still relevant today? Because things change very fast, right? People nowadays can churn out content within minutes with using AI. So how do we stand out is really like hyper-personalization and deep understanding of our prospect so that it feels like, hey, we are exactly talking to them, not like talking to everyone. And that's really like one of the key things that you want to nail in terms of content, even in terms of ads, if you really want to be more precise, right? And it's not so much of how we want to sell, but how our target market buy. But a lot of people, right, if you ask them, hey, actually, who do you target? A lot of time, us as consultant, we would like to say everyone because everyone can use our product. But the thing is, we need to decide, because if we don't decide, then it's very hard to really target and be relatable to the people that we want to target. Because how a doctor would buy versus how a designer would want to buy, let's say insurance, is very different. Maybe insurance, maybe designer, they want more aesthetics. They want the experience. Or doctor, they are very methodological. They want someone who can break it down very technical to them. And they're very busy. They want you to handle everything. They just say yes or no, but they want to know that they can trust you. So you need to show um uh your expertise, right? So how a designer buy and how doctor buy very different. So if we do not know or nail down specifically who do we target, then it's very difficult to engage with them, right? And also, well, when it comes to sales, prospecting is very different because, like for some of you who are getting leads online, for example, the way we talk to someone who's totally cold, like stranger, like some of you, maybe some of you here barely know us. So of course we need some warming up. We need some building rapport, making genuine connection first, build trust, keep the conversation going first before even diving into the product. Hey, you're looking for income protection, is it? Critical illness. Before diving into that, we need to build rapport first because they are totally cold. Now, when it comes to warm lead, for example, then there's another strategy. Like we need to find if the problem that they are thinking of solving even is what we can solve. Instead of saying yes, yes, yes all the way, but really to get to know them first. Because when a consultant or advisor, make such effort to get to know us, we feel we are able to trust them better. Not sure how many of you agree. If you agree, type A in the chat, right? The more we show effort to understand before pitching, before proceeding to the product, the easier it is to build trust. So it's all about building trust because they are not like people who already know us. They a lot of time now, our leads come from online. So that's why we need this step by step. And then for hot prospect, they directly tell you they want to know about critical illness, they want to set a meeting, then of course is the action base. So the third one would be the action base already. But most of the time, the hot prospect would be 3%. So the remaining 3 to 5%, the remaining 97, 95% will be cold and warm. So we need to be very careful and strategic, intentional with the way we deal with different leads because we are really getting most of them from online, right? And referrals and all that. So they tend to be cold or warm. So, and I mean, there's actually a lot of other methods as well if you are looking to expand your lead velocity, your volume, right? Is actually doing warm outreach, cold outreach, and posting free content besides running paid ads because running paid ads, a lot of people know this and they also know like free content. But I think if you're doing free content, it's very important that you know how to create content that talk to your ideal client as well. And also warm outreach and cold outreach. I can show you some example. Like for example, right, very interesting. I'm not sure how many of you are on LinkedIn. If you're on LinkedIn, can you type yes? Because really want to share with you, right? Yeah, oh Janesh, okay. Emmanuel as well. Yeah, that's great. So do you know like by inputting your service, right? People can actually look out like let's say if I go to a search bar and type financial advisor and actually enter, right? I can see people all the different financial advisor and then can actually request service. And do you know I'm not sure, have you guys Googled yourself? Just to show you the importance of LinkedIn, right? If you Google your own name, actually the first search that shows, right, the search result, right, will be your LinkedIn one. So your LinkedIn is basically your 24/7 billboard or your digital handshake. So make sure that you set it up well enough and be searchable because you can no, now if you are asking like how do I do this, right? You can just go to your profile, your LinkedIn profile, and then you can uh edit it at your service section. Not sure how many of you, so that you can be searchable as well. Because nowadays it's all about optimizing the SEO, right? Sorry, my line is a bit slow. Yeah, so here the service site. So you can actually edit your service site. Yeah, you can select up to 10. Yeah. So, and then LinkedIn is really your digital real estate because it's the only platform that can show people who you are, what's your expertise, where do you work, I mean like which company, and actually show like what kind of result you help people to get, right? So if we want to further strengthen our positioning and all that, then LinkedIn is very important and you have feature section to share more as well. Yeah. So, okay. So back to this is that there's a lot of way where we can create I mean the leads prospecting, but also build warming up the cold and the warm leads, which is why content is very important. We need to post enough content. And there's a lot of buzz around this social selling word, but basically it's really like, do you know where your ideal client is? Let's say if they are professionals, they are mostly on LinkedIn. So you need to ask yourself, are you on LinkedIn as well? Are you visible there? So we need to be able to map out and then actually LinkedIn is also a very powerful search engine. Like let's say if you target I'm not sure, maybe managerial level, then you can also look for managerial level kind of people. That's why the engine is super powerful. And also step two, like, okay, yeah, you get to know them now. You can add connection and all that, or you can run ads or you can post your content. But is it strong enough? Is it attractive enough? Which is why we are at step two. Like, are you the go-to person? And how to build towards that. So we really need to build the strong professional brand. And also thirdly, which I'll be sharing with you all more, which is very important, like how do we set appointment with people who are quite warm already? And also step four, continuously engage them. And step five, really deliver, over deliver, and get referrals instead of just relying on referral. Referral can be your good to have. Yeah, so I mean, you can read out on social selling the meaning, but I really believe that as consultant advisor, it's important to leverage on social selling because a lot of people are doing their research online before they buy anything, right? Like for example, even me myself, before I want to uh you know uh level up my protection insurance, right? I will Google and really research a lot. And as you can see, search engine is still number one, but there's also social network that is number two already, and consumer review and all that. And so, question we need to ask ourselves is, are we showing up online with useful information? And let me share what kind of useful information. Um, sorry, let me, yeah, actually, like in terms of information, yeah, a lot of people, right? I mean, as salesperson, we are always eager want to share more about our product, our services. But actually, it doesn't matter to the prospect if they don't feel the pain or the need for the product. That's why we need to segmentize our content for different segment. So this is what I call the salad ball, because it sounds like tofu, right? But basically there's three level. So one is the top funnel, so tofu, middle funnel, mofu, and then bottom funnel, bottom of funnel. So bofu. So bofu is very near to like almost buying. They just want like to buy or to choose who to buy from, like who can give them the best deal. So most of our content and ads look like this. So actually, unknowingly, actually we can also do other type of content like for targeting those in the consideration stage, which is more educational and comparing, like why buy from let's say me versus the others. So why buy this product versus the other options? So this kind of content, and then also testimonials, and then also showing proof, which is maybe before client A come and buy from you, what they were facing, but after they bought, what do they experience, right? And then awareness is mostly on why do people even need insurance? Why do people even need this? Why does this even matter, right? Yeah, so those kind of content. So I can go on it, but there's really a lot of type of format that we can go on, right? And why this is important because a lot of people can create content now. So it's the problem now is how do we hyper personalize it to make it hyper relevant to them so that they even bother. So there's many type of content, long to short, and then there's also for demand generation, which is the top of funnel, the tofu type of content, to the bottom of funnel of content. So there's different types. So yeah, like for example, like for those who are considering, it's good that you share testimonial or you demonstrate how the product will work for them. And then you show case study, you show analysis and all that. But for top of funnel, like, they are not feeling the problem yet. They are not feeling the need yet. More like they need awareness, educational style. Then you can do all this carousel, newsletter, interview type of content, right? So this one is just to share with you, like, there's a lot of types, but people a lot of time they only stick to one to two types that they see in the market, right? Which is why this brought to me to, let's say if you are familiar with the ad library, um that's where I mostly look for research. So this is one FA that not bad the ad. So there's of course a lot of ad that you can research. I usually like research like in Singapore because they're always a few steps ahead of us. Still looking out for better quality one, but they are quite good. So like for example, the one I click on and I thought would be great to share is like this. And as you can see, it's like very well copyrighted. Like Ben have shared, like actually you can use ChatGPT to refine your ad copy to make it hyper personalized and specific. So this one is like pure, like you can see like who he's targeting. Is it like retirement? Yeah, people in the retirement or planning to. And the good thing is they don't just stop here because if you see most of the ads, a lot, I mean, even for, I mean, in Singapore, not too bad. They do have like a funnel in place, like meaning from ads, they try to get your email and all that, like, and then they will like try to sell to you why, right? So a lot of time, the mistake that people make with the ads is like direct WhatsApp. So direct WhatsApp is good, actually, especially in Malaysia. But after WhatsApp, you also still need to continuously nurture, and which is what we'll be getting to next. So it's really the point that I'm getting to here is don't stop at ads. There's plan out for step 2, step 3, step 4. So like this one is like click from ads, then will continuously sell to you. Why you need a proper retirement strategy, for example. So this is a video sales letter. We call this a VSL because continue sell to you the idea, not the product. It's like why do you even need this, right? How do you even um do all this and get to retiring earlier. So it's really talking to people's your target audience desired goal as well. And then like apply and then get email and phone call. So the point is not to stop at the ads. Because a lot of people expect, okay, once my leads click the ads, they'll be interested to buy. Let's book appointment. But that's how we thought it is, when in actual fact it's not. So which is why um I need to share with you like uh the reply. Let's say you get messaging and inquiries, right? This may not be a FA example, but regardless, most of the time, even FA that I audited, their reply they really directly like go deep into the product and then like okay, are you interested in the appointment? Now our role as a sales is supposed to create the interest of them wanting to book the appointment at all, right? So a lot of time people just regurg information. So it's time to ask ourselves, okay, is my role to copy and paste or is my role to further understand first before I send anything? Because that will earn us the respect, right? Because if like this is like people will not feel want to reply. So how to make people want to reply, right? Yeah, that's how I'm sharing with you. Like in a message, a follow-up message, or even in a sales conversation, what is important is the pain and the desire. We need to have both the pain and the desire. But a lot of time we dive deep into the product. So act by right, we should start with a question. Oh, thanks for asking me this. So when you ask me, what's your real intention? Actually, what are the challenges or problems that you're looking to solve? Is it like you are worried about your retirement, or is it you are worried about your income? You want to look for income protection. So before we even ask further, it's difficult to identify what's their pain and then what's their desire. Because in order for a conversation to go on, we need this both, and we need these two polarity and expand them so that our solution become the bridge. Otherwise, leads may not reply. I'm not sure like Emmanuel, you run ads, right? Do you find it difficult to get reply from your leads? Because by right, we should have a WhatsApp flow so that we don't just stop at the first message, second message, or when they ghosted, we also stop. By right, there should be a nurture, continuous nurture sequence. Yeah. So which is why we also encourage our client or whoever who we train, right, to adopt consultative selling method. Have some of you heard of this? If yes, please type yes in a group chat. So consultative selling method is very important for high ticket sales, especially if you are selling insurance, you are selling real estate, right? Because it's not like a quick decision. It's something that people need to go through a sales process, a decision-making process. Then they finally come to the decision that, okay, I think I need this and I trust you. So by using this compass is a consultative framework, 7 steps. It sounds a lot, but actually it's um very logical. Like first you need to connect with people, then you need to ask them, further understand to understand what is their objective. And then you further clarify with them, map it out, like map it out. Okay, from what I hear from you, you mentioned that you're looking for this, A, B, and C, and you have this kind of worry and this kind of constraint. Am I right? So it's like really like how to have a conversational kind of uh interaction instead of transactional. And then Baru proceed to present. And then will we then be able to articulate it in a way that answer and synchronize with their needs, that match with their needs. And then we secure commitment. And then how do we sustain the relationship? So this is the framework. A lot of times people might find it difficult to do consultative selling, to adopt consultative selling, uh, because they don't have a clear framework. With this clear framework, then you'll be able to adopt this in your day-to-day sales conversation with your prospect. And lastly, I'm at quite last of my sharing already. Is that we need to know the traditional way is like, oh, people once they opt in, whether it's into our DM, our inbox, or from ads to our WhatsApp, they directly like want to know more and then they're directly ready to buy. But the new sales process is everyone is doing research everywhere and asking their peers, asking their community, checking out reviews, doing competition comparison, right? Then will they be willing to book to contact the sales? I'm sure you all agree, right? If you agree, please maybe hit the smile emoji. Yeah. So we ask everyone before we even want to reply the sales person or be willing to even show up for the appointment. So now is how do we build that rapport, right? That's why we need more than just one touch point. We need a conversion system. We need a way to capture their email, their phone, right? And then further nurture them. Whether it's WhatsApp or email, it can be both. The more the better. What we want is to increase the touch point. And lastly, it's not we create this, we didn't just came out with this. Even Google, who conducted one of the biggest consumer behavior research, right, that shows that in order for people nowadays to get to a purchase decision, they need 7-Eleven for. So 7 is 7 hours of consumption, which is why doing videos is very powerful because it will help you hit these 7 hours of consumption easier and it's engaging. People nowadays want to watch video and 11 touch point, different whether it's online, offline, and for location, also at different point, right? Just to show you, right? Very simple way. I'm sure some of you are already like running it. Even when I type insurance, right? I can see so many type of content. So it's really to show you like you need to understand how your ideal client want to consume first, then you create what fits into them. Is it cute? Is it professional? Is it relatable, personal, or like this? So as you can see, all this UGC, right, um, really is to target different people that want to buy differently or at different buying stage as well, right? So you can see the UGC, the user generated content is so powerful because people don't want just branded content like very polished branded uh explanation, but more like people, what do people actually think about certain product, insurance, and all that, and what's their opinion in that. Yeah, so if we can share more, that would be super powerful. And lastly, because there's really a lot of things to cover, if you would like to know more, how do you get more engagement or more reply from your engagement, then you can check out this framework. Let me copy and paste it into the chat. You can access the framework. So there's some example. right? And if you want, you can also join our community. No String Attached is a free community where we continuously share insights as well. And also you can get invites to our exclusive marketing summits. We have it almost every quarter just for us to share, deep dive, invite a few thought leaders, industry expert to share. Like this one is like the SEO marketer that we invited as well. So we are a very serious bunch of people. We are not like gurus and all that. Really want to be the platform where people go to for solid marketing strategies that are practical and ready to be implemented. And if you would like, you can also check out our Future of Sales Summit this month end, 26th. I'm also gonna copy and paste it here. It's not a sales pitch. It's like if you find that you want to learn more, because this one is a one whole day, and we have AI and automation expert as well, and we'll be sharing more on how to use AI to power up your marketing and sales, your content, your writing, even your personal branding, right? Um, your LinkedIn so that you can further attract more of your ideal client, how to write in a way that attract them, then feel free to check this out. Because we also have curated networking pods and also a few speakers that will be sharing more in depth, right? And if you want a one whole day just focus on implementing instead of just learning, but really open up your mind and connect with other peers, then yeah, feel free to check this out in the link. Yeah, so far, is there any question? Please feel free to ask. Like, is it like content? Is it like appointment setting, follow up? Is any one of you like using AI or automation? Maybe Emmanuel, you're running ads, right? So are you using like WhatsApp automation and how are you designing the flow to further engage with the leads? So I hope that you all can like bring home some takeaway is like um our leads nowadays don't expect them to like right away want to book appointment and all that. If they are not, don't be sad because 90% of time they are not ready. So they need the further nurture type, like really like adding touch point like this one, like emails, and then feeding them content. That's why we need content so that we can keep getting them to like check out our content and consume. Yeah. So maybe if and also if you can come up with your dream 100 list, um and also reflect like okay what's the 1 to 2 major takeaway from today's session, maybe you can type in the chat so that you can share with us what are the major takeaways that you're going to apply from today's session so that it's really worth your 1 hour time. Okay, Emmanuel, at the moment for the Facebook ads we use lead gen form, then we manually get in touch, okay, but we are currently setting up WhatsApp automation to help with the flow. Yes. So be sure to, yeah, thanks for sharing with us. So be sure to use the consultative method and engage with them. If they are not ready, it's okay. You know what I actually did is like I usually have a 7 steps nurture sequence, meaning totally very soft CTA at the bottom of the message on totally don't have. It's really like sharing based on what they came in from, like which type of ads. Was the ads talking about, I don't know, maybe medical card or what? Then you share just very short one, the nurture type of messaging, like the importance, why this matter, how to differentiate, or even share testimonials, right? And then like really spacing it out, it will help to nurture. Like for example, like we running the events, right? Um, a lot of times, right, only after message 4 or 5, right, some of our leads are ready to purchase one. So it's not like first message, then boom. So it's like, yeah, it's good that you are building this up, but and it's good to take note like actually it might need a few steps to nurture them continuously. It's like what we call depositing value first before we before we ask something, before we put the CTA. Yeah. So I hope this helps. Anyone want to share their major takeaway from today's session? Any any more question? Okay, thank you, Emmanuel. Thanks. Yeah, okay. So Janesh, Raiden, Emmanuel, any more question? Like maybe you can share your takeaway also if you want. Thank you. Okay, major takeaway will be identifying pain point linked to desire. Yes, because without this, people don't feel the motivation to engage, want to engage or reply or want to take note. Yeah, so we need to tell them, why should I care? What's in it for me? Yeah. Thank you, Jinesh. Could you audit my content on LinkedIn? He would like to. Yes, sure. Perhaps you can inbox me on LinkedIn, then I will yeah, I will go check it out. Thank you, Raiden. Knowing that consistency sharing, yes, help to build trust before converting them. Yes, if we really want to convert them easier, it's really building up trust first. That's why you see influencer or content creator, right? It's very easy for them to sell because they've been depositing value all the way before they ask. So it's time for us to build as well before we actually need it. Yes, thank you, Raiden. Thanks, Jinesh. Thanks, Emmanuel. Thank you, Jinesh. Okay. Yes. Thank you. So we will have another one 2 days later. So feel free to share it with your friend if you find it very useful. Yeah. And you think your friend or colleague should check it out as well. Thank you so much. Okay.
Right. Thanks, guys, for coming in. Yeah. So if you can attend the summit, please do, because we go like we have one whole full day and we go like super deep into everything and help you set up everything. So yeah, please check
Yes.
it out. The link is already
Yes.
in the
And some of
comments.
the
Yep.
speakers that we have are, yeah, we have author, we have YouTuber as well to share, and AI automation expert as well. Thank you. Okay, Ken, Emmanuel.
Okay. Thanks, guys. See you around.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.